Hello boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Lifted Off-Road. Today we are in the engine bay. Got a little bit of work to do. I was supposed to replace that bearing in the aircon compressor pulley, but unfortunately I don't have the right puller tool to remove the pulley, so it is making some noise. Hopefully it'll last quite a bit longer until I can get my hands on the tool to pull it off. Yesterday I upgraded my ground strap. I added another ground cable, if you can see that, going to there. Try to improve the voltage flow. As you can see, I got a bunch of crap on my positive terminal. I'm not getting a full 14 volts to my battery, but I am getting 13 something. I forget exactly. It is charging, it's just not charging as much as it probably should. So that might become an issue later on. I mean, so far it seems to work alright. Everything works and it runs. I haven't had any starting problems or charging problems, and the battery still stays at the regular 12.5 or 12.6 volts. And it starts fine. It just doesn't charge as well as it should, especially once I start turning on fans and headlights and wipers. So lately I just try to minimize the stuff that I have running at the same time. I hardly ever use my aircon, even though it's usually 100 degrees out here in Guam. Well, maybe not 100, I'm exaggerating. High 80s usually. But I just roll the windows down. That's why we have roll down windows. You can roll down the windows and don't need aircon. So, but today, what I'm working on, if you can see it, yeah, probably not. Today I'm trying to adjust my steering gearbox. It is pretty loose, so I gotta get in there and try to adjust that nut for the steering gearbox. Is it gonna focus? Is it gonna focus? It don't look like it. That's focused. I already have the wrench. I just gotta find an Allen wrench that fits inside there and start adjusting. I don't know how well you can you see the steering arm down in there? I think. I can show it to you. It don't look like it's gonna focus. Oh hell, I can barely see the steering arm even without looking through the camera. But anyway, the steering shaft right here has a considerable amount of play in it. So, I mean, it's not even budging, the pitman arm, and it's moving quite a bit. So today I'm going to try to adjust that and hopefully remove some of the play in the steering wheel. And so I'll get back to you in a few minutes. See how much progress I can make. Alright, well, some progress has been made. Let's turn this light on. You can see that. I had to do almost 3 full turns just to take up the noise, the little clunky noise that was in there. It seems to be alright now. I know if you over tighten it, you could cause further problems, but it seems to still have just a little bit of play in there when I twist the wheel. So hopefully I didn't over tighten it, and we shall see. That kind of tells me that I'm going to be in need of a new steering gear pretty soon. if it's got that much wear. Normally you should only turn that nut or the bolt, you know, like a quarter turn at a time until it takes up just a little bit of slack. Like I said, I had to turn this about 3 times, 3 full turns or circles. So we shall see. Just need to tighten it up and see if it made that much of a difference. And the wrench, this is a 95 GMC Suburban. It looks like I'm using a 5/8 wrench, or a 5/8, yeah, wrench on the nut. And the Allen key is a 1/8. I don't know if you can see it. Well, no, it looks like a 1/6 or a 3. Darn it, the letter's faded on there. On an 8. Something 6 on there for that. So let's tighten up that nut and hopefully it's good. We shall see. Like I said, the 3 full turns kind of worries me, but that's how much it took for it to take up all the slack that was in there. So I'll get that tightened up and see what happens. Be back in a few. Okay, I've got it running. I got the nut tightened up, and let's see, zoom out a little bit, kind of close. That is, turn off the radio. I know the engine's loud enough as it is. And it looks like almost all of that slack is gone. I just hope I didn't tighten it too much. Do a few rotations. I don't feel anything significant. I don't feel any binding or anything. It does feel a lot better. There still might be, I don't know if you can see that. Still might be a little bit of play in there, but again, I don't want to go too tight or it might cause binding and bigger problems later on. But right now, I'm not feeling anything. I'm not moving either. This isn't one of those power steering systems where I can just turn the wheel with my finger. You do it. Yeah, you do have to put some effort into it. I got with the big tires and the big truck and all. But going from side to side, I don't feel anything weird when I turn the wheel back and forth. So that's a good sign. Go from lock, that's right lock. You can hear the engine change. Go from right lock there, all the way around. The left lock there, and I don't feel anything bad. It feels like it might be alright, and it It does feel better. Let's see where the wheels are. I don't know if you can see that. That should be straight ahead. So far it's a success. I guess maybe a road test will prove complete success or not, but so far it feels a lot better than it did. I mean, it's still got a little bit of, just a little bit of play in there, but it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. So I'll call that done. Thanks for watching. I will get back as soon as I can with another video. Out.